Hi students, welcome back to my Max channel. Today we'll discuss graph function. Alright, for your coming final year exam, I'm sure you will have a graph function maybe. So you need to prepare right now because the graph function is the topic that you learned in your lower form. Alright, so today I will just revise the graph function. Let's have a look of the question. Complete the table in the answer space for the equation y equal to negative x squared plus 2x plus 8 by writing down the values of y when x is negative 1 and x is 2. So basically when you do the graph question, they will ask you to find the value of the y. Alright, so they will give you the value of x. So you have to substitute the value of x into the y, into the equation, and then you have to follow the scale of 2 centimeter to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 centimeter to 2 unit on the y-axis for the equation with the domain of the x from negative 3.5 to 4 inclusive negative 3.5 and 4. And then you need to use a graph to find the value of y when x is negative 1.4, and also you need to find the other value of y, or maybe they give you the x, ask you to find y, or they give you the y, ask you to find the x. So basically, in order to find the y value, you need to substitute, right, the x value into the equation, and you need to solve it carefully. So when x is negative 1, y is 5. So when x is 2, you substitute the x equal to 2 into the equation, you get 8. So you have to write the answer for the y values in the table given. And then with the table given, you need to plot the graph for the quadratic function using the values from the table, right? Make sure you follow the scale given by the question. So the graph will look like this. It must be a smooth N shape. Okay, you have to plot all the points accurately and connect all the points using a curve. No ruler is allowed. Okay, you must use a flexible ruler, or maybe use a freehand and draw a nice smooth N shape for the quadratic function. And then you must use your graph to find the value of the x or y given by the question. You are not allowed to use a calculator. Alright, you must use your graph to solve the x and y asking by the question. Right? Do you understand how to do? So make sure you double check your answer, especially all the points, and make sure all the points are accurate before you draw the N-shaped graph. Okay, always double check your answer because it's very easy. Make sure you don't have careless mistake, and make sure you use a calculator to double check all the points, okay, before you draw the graph. Majority of the students can do well for graph function, except they are not careful enough, right? Okay, so again, I want you to double check all the points. Okay, I want you to double check all the points so that you will get the nice N-shaped graph after you plot. Okay, so when x is negative 1, y is 5. When x is 2, y is 8. Double check. Okay, you can try to take out a piece of graph paper and try to practice before your exam so that you will have more confidence in exam. right? If they ask you to draw the straight line, let's say y equal to 3x plus 2, then you have to find the 2 points, okay, the best 2 points that you can draw, and then you draw the straight line. So remember, you must follow the scale of the y-axis is 2 centimeter to 2 units, okay? Please do not use your own scale, okay? Use a scale given by the question. Follow the instruction. 1 centimeter is 5 small boxes. You can measure using the ruler. That means 2 centimeter is 10 small boxes for the graph paper, right? So make sure you understand 2 centimeter to 2 unit. Okay, 2 centimeter to 2 unit. In other words, they can say 1 centimeter to 1 unit is the same. For the horizontal axis, for x-axis, it looks like you're having 10 small boxes, right? So it means that you're having 2 centimeter to 1 unit, okay, for the x-axis. This is actually what is wanted by the question, right? So you have to follow the instruction of the scale given by the question. Do not use your own scale. If you use your own scale, the whole graph will get 0 because you never follow the instruction. So the graph should look like this. You have to label your x-axis. Make sure you remember to label. Remember to label the x-axis with the x, and then your x must follow the domain given. If they say until 4, so you have to stop at 4, right? So you don't go beyond 4, okay? So, and then for all the points, you have to cross, or you want to put a dot, it's okay, but I prefer the cross. So always double check all the points and make sure all the points are connected using a curve, and all the points are connected with a smooth curve, all right, before you can find the values of the x and y asking by the question. Okay, and then you have to show how you read the values of the x and y by using dotted line, so that you will read accurately and you will make a careless mistake. All right, so remember, when come to graph, you need to do carefully and always double check our careless mistake. So I want to see all of you using the dotted line to show how you read your x, okay, when y value is given. So that is how you read the x. You just dotted to the x-axis and you read the values of x. That is how we make sure the x value that we read is accurate, okay, without the dotted line. Okay, you use a ruler to draw the dotted line, because without the dotted line, you'll make a careless mistake. All right, so let's see, the dotted line must be there, okay, and then all the points must be plotted clearly so that we can give you the marks for the point plotted accurately, and make sure you label your y-axis. All right, so I'm sure many of you can score full marks if you follow the instruction. Okay, just revise the graph function, because many of you forgotten how to draw the graph. Okay, draw is not sketch, all right? So this is the equation. You can write the equation beside the curve that drawn by you, and then you can double check many times before you pass up your graph, okay? So make sure all the scales are clearly labeled, and then make sure all the y-axis and x-axis are labeled with the scale given by the question. Okay, that's all for today's graph functions sharing. I really hope that I can help you to do revision for your final exam. So till then, have a nice day. Wish you good luck in exam, and stay healthy, stay happy, and take care. Bye bye. Keep on practice your maths.
restarted, facing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and battles happen everywhere. I don't need any hero to save me. I don't know why the kids always crying. I've been thinking about all the captains, but we left in a wasted planet. I thought I had it all together, but I'm waking up sad. You don't need to show your fucking love anymore to them. Can you feel the spark in city light when you stay tonight? That's the sparkles from